watching Psychedelic TV.
Hi, I'm Magnus from the band Psychedelic. Today at Psychedelic TV, I'd like to welcome you to this new series about MIDI for guitars. I've found many videos about how to use MIDI for other instruments like keyboard for example, but I haven't found any that goes more in depth about how to use it to control your guitar gear via MIDI. So I thought it was time for a series of videos about how to use MIDI with your guitar gear. For this video, I'm using my Digitech GSP 1101 and the TC Electronics G Major 2. I have a TC Electronics Nova Drive and an Electro Harmonix 8-step pedal as well. I control everything via MIDI with a Rocktron MIDI Radar, and I also have a Misten Expression pedal going into the MIDI Radar. We're going to start very basic in the first episode. The first thing I'm going to show you is how to sign up the right MIDI channel for your gear. I'm also going to give you some thoughts about why I have done it the way that I do. I've set my rig up so all things that I use have their own MIDI channel. This is the way that my rig is laid out. The G Major runs on MIDI channel number 1, the GSP 1101 runs on MIDI channel 2, the Nova Drive runs on MIDI channel number 3, and the 8-step runs on MIDI channel number 4. I'm going to include a loop system later on, and I have given the loop channel number 5. You can run all your effects on the same MIDI channel if you want, but because I want to be able to control different things that has the same MIDI number, then I had to separate them by using different MIDI channels. If I have 2 delays going on and then I want to turn one off, then I found it to be easier to just separate them with different channels. But more about MIDI numbers in another episode. To set the correct MIDI channel in my MIDI board, I will go into the edit mode by pressing second on the top left. Then I will press the setup button. I will scroll to the left until I will get to the channel name. Here you can see that I've named the different channels to what they control. Channel 1 is for the G Major 2, Channel 2 is for Digitech, Channel 3 is for TC Nova Drive, and Channel 4 is for the 8-step. As I said before, I've set the loops for channel number 5. On my effect, I've done the same thing. On the G Major, I will press the MIDI button and set the MIDI channel for number 1. In the Digitech, I will go into the edit mode and select MIDI controllers. There, I will choose the MIDI channel number 2. You will find where to set the MIDI channel for your gear in your manual. So the very first thing to control with a MIDI board is the preset number on your MIDI gear. So that when you press the number 1 button, the MIDI gear goes to number 1. And then you press number 2, the MIDI gear goes to number 2. Normally this is already programmed in your unit, but I want to show you something that can be very helpful. As you can see on my MIDI gear, everything is set to number 2, except for the Nova Drive. The Nova Drive has got 18 presets, and I have programmed the first one to be in an off mode. So when I don't want to have the Nova Drive on, then I will have to send so that the preset that I'm after has to go to number 1 on the Nova Drive channel. This is how to do that. I go into the edit mode, I press MIDI, then I can see that the second preset will call up the second preset in the G Major. I can see that the same preset will call up the second preset in the Digitech as well. But on the TC Nova Drive channel, I will call up the first preset in the pedal. You can see here that when I change the number, the Nova Drive changes too. You can use this method if you have a favorite setting in any of your MIDI gear and want to be able to use it in more than one preset. Then you don't have to copy that setting to all the corresponding MIDI numbers. So when you change your favorite setting, all the other presets that use that sound is going to be changed. This is also a reason why your gear needs their own MIDI channel. That's it for this first episode of MIDI for Guitars. Feel free to write any questions or comments down below. If you like this video, please subscribe to Psychedelia TV to be updated on our upcoming videos. You can also visit Psychedelia's webpage at psychedelia.com or visit Psychedelia's Facebook page to get more info about the band and listen to some great music. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you all again. And remember folks, use it for good, not for evil.